Good morning. Morning, Gloria. Good morning to you. I'm a little late because, you guys, I told you I had a doctor's appointment that was late last night. Anyway, today is November the 5th, 2021. Good morning to you, Scorpios that's in the building. Hey, LaKendra, how you doing? Good morning to you. I see you in the house. Lisa Taylor, good morning to you. Betty Allen, good morning to you, Betty. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up as you come in the building. We're just going to chit-chat a little bit. God is so good. His timing is great. We may not think his timing is great, but it always works out. Whether it's in our favor or not. It's going to teach us a lesson or get us close to him. If it ain't getting you close to him, you're just taking the wrong road. I'm telling you, you're going to need him. You're going to need him, you guys. He said every tongue will confess and every knee will bow. And he wasn't playing on that note. Sometimes I just can't wait. I mean, I really can't. I wish he came today. You know, I be sometimes thinking, I be like, boy, if he came today, I'm ready. You know, I'm ready. And I'll be like, boy, when he comes, I wonder if I'm going to be ready. Hope I ain't doing something naughty, not nice. I hope, I pray. I'm hanging in there. You guys, this is our first round. Bam. 9:21, you see it. Steelers in the building. So my neighbor's getting ready to put up an extra driveway, extra side of a driveway, which is good. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Giving me a good idea. Maybe I need to do the same thing. Maybe I need to put up me an extra driveway. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. That would be nice. Extra little side driveway. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm running a little late coming in here. Ooh-wee. Won't he do it? Yeah. Won't he do it? He sure will. Boy, I tell you. Man, sometimes I be thinking I'm just in this all by myself. Nobody cares. I may not have nobody share my good thoughts with, my dreams, and, people be like, what do you mean you don't have nobody? You got kids, and they're grown, and you got grandkids, you got a husband, you got all them brothers. Why you keep talking about how alone you are, you guys? And you know what's so sad? Them just being alone. Because I know some people be like, I ain't got no husband. I ain't got no kids, or my kids in a whole different state. I ain't got no grandkids, or whatever. They don't come visit or whatever. But it really hurts when you got all of that and you ain't got it. You still alone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tell anybody. Still alone. See, people they can be a position, property, whatever. They can share space. But if they not really in sync with you, like, yeah, you married, you got children and grandchildren, but they're not really in sync with you. Like, you get along, you love, they love, but they're not really in sync with you. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys don't understand what I'm saying. Y'all can eat cake together, smile, watch a little TV, You know, do a little whatever. Whatever you're talking about, think about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in sync with you. Like you very pleased when that space is in your space. And, you know, they're in tune with what's going on. They're in tune with your spirit. Like you in tune with their spirit. So, like, sometimes we, just like, say for instance, I give you guys a good example. So you guys will know what I'm talking about. Like Pooh Bear come on. We have a really good time. He want his Doritos. He want his cookies. I mean, he want his ramen noodles. He want his chicken nuggets. See, that's all good and gravy. I'm a grandma. So I'm going to get his Doritos. And he going to talk to his Sonya Watts. Because he just love, I don't know, love her, love playing with her. He loves to smile and whatever. Kiki and Kaka, you know. That's all, you know. That's what he likes. That's what he likes. No ifs and buts. I can tell you everything he likes. He likes Doritos. He likes chocolate chip cookies, chicken nuggets, French fries. That's the food he likes. He likes trucks, cars, dinosaurs. Those are the toys he likes. As far as people, he likes Sonya Watts. He likes his daddy. That's what he likes. I mean, he like his nana too. He like his grandma. But I mean, some things that he don't have no choice. Put it like that. He don't have no choice to like me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he just loves to play. But these are the things he picked to like. I'm not talking about the things that he has no choice in. I mean, he gonna have to get along with me because when he comes over, I have to protect him and love on him and everything. But those are things that he picked that he likes. And everybody has a way. This is our second time going around to like certain things. Those are the things he likes. So those things I don't enjoy. You know, I don't enjoy Doritos. I like tater chips, you know. So that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like when the physical things, I'm not talking about physical things and people like that. You know, that's just his mannerism and personality. Those are things he picked that he liked. You know, I'm talking about, you know, love and life. Even as a kid. I mean, he's 5. So people be like, he's just 5, SP. Yeah, I know that. But when I was 5, I was getting kicked out the church for wearing pants. Yeah. So don't think he don't understand. He does. He understands a lot. He understands what you put in front of him and you can get him to understand. I see this kid's 2, 3 years old making choreographing dances, choreography or whatever. They're doing dances, and I mean, they're doing the whole thing. People say, oh, that's certain kids, certain. But I tell you what, he can say a whole full sentence. He can do raps. He can tell you how, you know, he can talk in gang language, because he'll tell you, peace out, ace up, date, something downtown or something. He says something, peace out, ace up, 2 down, I don't know, something downtown or whatever. He says something, and he puts up his fingers, and so he knows this stuff. He's been taught it, he loves it, he likes to do it, and he likes to be cool like that, and he ain't cool. He's 5. He's 5. But he picks the things that he likes to say, likes to do, like to play with people he likes to be, you know, he wants to see and speak to and stuff like that. Yeah, they TikToking. Yeah, they TikToking. I love it. Oh, you're going to see Pooh Bear on there TikToking. He got a bad one coming up. When I say bad, bad meaning good. Oh my goodness, it might even go viral, you guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He got a really good one coming up. You guys know I know how to do all of that. Stick and paste and cut and slow down and bring it in, bring it out. And you know what? I don't learn a lot for a person that not knowing nothing about computers and technology and all that editing stuff. I've been doing just very well. Just taking my time learning. Just learning. She said he's cool for himself. Girl, yes, 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 yes. Yes. Hey, Sonya Watts, how you is? She said, yeah, there you go. Peace out. 2 downtown. He be saying something. Man, you got it. You got it. And he likes to say it. And he be smelling like, I'm like that. I'm going to be cool like that. And they tease him a little bit in his family because he's the darkest one in the bunch. Yeah, he is. He's the darkest one in the bunch. But you know what? I like it. I like it. And he like it. And you know what? I think everybody else a little jealous. Jealous of him and his family. Because he gets all the attention. He gets all the attention. I mean, I do give attention to the other kids. You know what I'm saying? But we don't see them that much. But I give them attention when we do. I don't discriminate. I don't just give to my grandson and say the heck with the other ones. I don't do that. But, he's not going to do without diapers, pampers, food, whatever, medication, his hair done, his clothes. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs to watch him. Hey, you ain't got to beg nobody. Here I am. Here I am. Give me my little grandbaby, and we gonna do the thing. And the only thing we do is walk and eat, and we watch a little TV, take a little nap, and we talk to each other. It's good. But we doing what he wanna do. So when I'm talking about being lonely, and my husband, he likes watching TV and eating and working at the shop and talking to his favorite people or whatever. That's not what I like to do. My brothers, they the same way. Most of them got businesses and clubs and businesses, limousine services, nightclubs, catering, and they keep a job too. So most of my brothers have 2 jobs, and some of them, their job is the streets. So I'm not gonna kid y'all. Just tell y'all like it is. That's what it is. So that's what they do. But who's interested in what you like to do? See what I'm saying? That's when you get lonely. That's when you get lonely. Like, you don't see nobody really out here walking with me, because that's what they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. No, that's just too good, too right. They don't want to do that. They don't want to open up the Bible and the scriptures and read and meditate and talk about it and research and you know how when you start researching that word, some of them words start pow hitting you. You be like, thank you, Lord. Amen. And then you thinking of something or you going through something at the time, that word you just sometimes you be wanting to cry. You do. It just ain't nothing to say. Just smile and woo-wee. Especially if you get some really good words. You get some really good words. Some people they will get delivered or whatever they want to say happy on one scripture. They will. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, I get happy sometimes too on one scripture. But I tell you what, it's just it don't matter. It don't matter. One scripture, one word in the scripture. Just keep him in your thoughts. If that's our second time going around. So this is it, you guys. It's 15 minutes after. So I know this is it. It's okay. They learn early. Yeah. Yeah. So, when a person have a word in their heart and you speak on that word, woo-wee, they be cutting up because they know what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? They know what they've been through. And that word probably helped them through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I get that way too. Like, But not every time I hear it. Not every time I hear it. That would not be good for me. But it all depends on the impact that it put on your life. That word, anytime somebody said, like, sometimes, like, you guys know, I'll say, it is what it is, or T.I. is, or tell it like the T.I. is. Everybody know what I'm talking about, and they just start laughing. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a part of a connecting or bond, especially with certain words and spirit. So, what I'm saying is, spiritually, or in your walk of your destiny, your journey, I feel alone. That's what I mean, you guys. Not alone, like my husband's gonna leave me, or he ain't thinking about nothing. You better be thinking about work and coming home and in the Lord. Well, not in that order either. That's the only thing my husband needs to be thinking about. That's it. I don't even play that. We talk last night. We were talking, and he was telling me that he know if I ever left him or something, he can still make it. He said it's gonna be hard. It would be very, very hard. He said I don't never want that to happen. I said that you don't have to worry about. The only thing you need to worry about is the Lord taking your butt to work and coming home. That's it. That's it. See what I'm saying? It's real easy for him. That ain't what I got to worry about. I got to worry about the Lord, staying in line with the Lord. The things, other stuff, it just comes naturally. Cooking, cleaning, going straight home. I don't club party, kick it like that. I'm not going to get off work and go to the left. No, I'm going home because I'm tired. That's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? So those things don't affect me. And I think that's what he does too. I think that's why, we just don't have no problem. We're both homebodies or whatever. But what I'm saying is, even though that we basically do the same thing, it's just once he gets home and he eats, now I'm talking about my husband, he's going to watch TV, shower, get into bed. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be up cleaning, washing dishes, clothes, putting things away, and getting prepared to go to work. When I get home in the morning, he's either getting up, going to work, and he needs to be walking, and he done lost a little weight, so he's happy about that. But he said he's going to start walking. I don't know. He's a very controlling person, so you can't tell him what to do. He's going to do it when he gets ready. But what I'm saying is these are things that I love to do. I do like walking. I do like talking about the Lord. But some people don't. And it scares them away. They want to cuss, say what they want to say, holler, scream, get mad because you don't in agreement with them or something, and then get mad. Oh, she thinks she knows everything. No, I don't. Who said that? This is our last time around. Who said that? I ain't never said I think I know everything. I know what works for me. You guys know what works for you. Do you know what works for you? If we were going to the store to buy bubble gum, and I don't like raspberry, and you want to buy all the raspberry in the world, I'm not going to stop you from buying raspberry. We're not going to get in no argument about it, no debate about it. Buy all the raspberry you want. And you know what? We can still be friends. It's just I'm not down with raspberry bubble gum. You know what you know what's good for you. Why get mad when I know what's good for me and I don't keep it on hush hush? Are you really mad that I don't keep it on hush hush? That's what you really want? Because that's not a really good spirit. That don't line up with God. I'm telling you, it don't line up with God. Why it don't line up with God? Because he's like more our God like this. Go tell it on the mountain. Go tell it on the mountain. Tell it to each and everybody who all will listen. Go tell. Say something. Matter of fact, he gonna say, who did you tell about me? You know, you're gonna be sitting there, cause Chi Chong was mad because I was talking about you, so I stopped. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. He said, let your little light shine. I'm gonna let it shine. All those stuff meaning that not keep it quiet. Whether you're on an app, you're on your phone, you with your kids, your husband, your grandkids, your nephew, your nieces, your neighbors, whatever. Tell everybody, you're going to be embarrassed about what you believe in and who you believe that will deliver you out of all of this mess. You all embarrassed because they got a problem with it. You tripping. I done lost many a friend. I even told you guys, one of my friends said, oh, when we talk, I'm so mad at you. When we talk, I don't want you talking about God anymore. Well, shoot, okay, well, we don't even have no more conversation anymore. You tripping, chick. You straight tripping. Why? You may not understand me. Let me tell you something. And I'm just telling you the physical part. I'm not telling you the spiritual part. But the physical part in everybody's life, and you guys can't tell me nothing different. Even if you told me something different, you just blind, period. So I'm just telling you, you can't tell me nothing different. I got a closed mind to it. But I know for a fact that God has delivered you out of so many situations. I mean, you can count them, really. You can look at some of them, and you be like, I know that was none but God. Okay, you had an aneurysm. Bam. You straight 100 now. There people died, don't even make it to the hospital. Your kid came home, you didn't even know that they was doing a shootout. And you just thinking, just because you don't see it, that he ain't protecting your children and protecting your husband and your wife and your family. And yeah, the dog didn't come home. Yeah, my brother passed away. But I guarantee you one thing. This world is so nasty, you tripping because you don't see him. But they're either with him in waiting or they're in hell. There's only but 3 options there. And pick and choose. You know God. And if he's good, then you know where they are. And you just got to make it there too. So don't get mad because you don't see somebody and you mad because somebody's talking about death or whatever. Oh, you don't understand. Yeah, I understand everybody's got death in their family. True, 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 true. But you know what? They can't live down here in this misery life all the time. Why would you want them to? Why would you want them to? It's crazy. I mean, yeah, I get it. We miss them, I get it. But why would you want somebody to live on this earth forever and ever and ever? That's why I don't go to funerals, because people get mad at me because they can't, right then, they don't want to accept that. Don't talk about that. What? God's will, let it be done. Ain't that what we pray? Somebody done stepped in some poop. Probably Pawpaw. He done did something. You know what I'm saying, you guys? I might have to walk around one more time. We don't want to acknowledge death, but it happens. Whether somebody shot somebody, whether somebody strangled somebody, they not here. We're sad. We are sad. But in our reality, we're supposed to be sad when we bring a life in this world. And you know what I'm saying? That's when we're supposed to be sad. And we're supposed to be happy when they die. Okay, y'all ain't with me. Don't tell me you ain't heard it. If you heard that before, put a 1 in the chat. If you heard that before, put a 1 in the chat. Now, I can't tell you where it is, but I guarantee you it's in the Bible because my mama told me. We're supposed to be sad when somebody's pregnant and bringing a life in the world, and we're supposed to be happy and celebrating when they die. That's what we're really supposed to do. But people don't want to do what they've known, whether you know where it is in the Bible or somebody taught it to you, or you know what I'm saying? And so we're knocking all the things that our ancestors have know, and it's in the Bible, or your mother had taught you. No, we want to be crying and sad because we don't see him. But I'm telling you, this I just know. My family told me a lot of stories, and you know what? They had to go and get them, and they had to go read them so they can tell them to me. Because guess what? That's what I like. That's what I love. That's how I learn. And they wouldn't have told me that if it's not true. And I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere too. Because once you read the Bible, like, I'm not going to remember every little scripture, every little word, where it's at, but I do know it's in there. I know it's in there. You know why? Because I don't listen to the world. I don't listen to all pastors and stuff like that. I just don't. You know why? They got their own life, and they don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't told me they know everything. But what I'm saying is they might be going through something, and they may tell me something different. I have to go get it for myself sometimes. I got to go get it for myself to understand it. They may be telling me, see, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you guys something. When me and my husband, before we got married, we had to go to counseling. Why? I'm Bishop. I'm Baptist. He's he's I want to say Protestant, but he is a what's the word? Pentecostal. Now, he's in the ministry. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. I'm doing something totally different, I read, I study, haven't been to church a long time or whatever. So I'm gonna tell you what Pentecostal do. Not all Pentecostal, but I'm gonna just tell you about this church that my husband belongs to. They don't let anybody marry their ministers and their members and the pastors and stuff. They don't let that happen. I'm gonna tell you right now. You finna marry one, they also call them the holy rollers, okay? Holy rollers. I don't know why. Some people say it's a slap in the face. I don't know. I don't know why they call them the holy rollers. But they check you out. You just can't just marry a minister there and think everything's goo great. He said he gonna get married. They like, to who? Is she a sister in the church? And he's like, nah. Then he was like, what church does she belong to? And he was like, she's a Baptist out of church, let me see, Grace Chapel Church. That's the church I was from. Okay? And so the senior pastor says, oh no, I tell you what, this is what you got to do. This is what he told my husband. This is what you got to do. In order to marry her, which is me, you have to go through a whole year of counseling with me to see if she's fit for you. That's what he told my husband. And we had already dated a year. You know what I'm saying? We already dated a year. Uh-huh. This is not our permanent home. We only are here for a short time. Only visiting home is where God is. You always wanted to know about Pentecostal. Yeah. And so, let's walk one more time, you guys. Because, oh Lord, I know Papa must have stepped in that poop and he was like, get this S up. Well, I did. The dog done did something 2 more times. So anyway, I was like, well, I prayed about it. I prayed about it and prayed for this man, but I prayed about it. I was like, Lord, is this the man I'm supposed to marry? Because last time when I married, I didn't ask. I didn't ask for permission. I didn't want to hear it. You know why? Because I already knew that wasn't the one. But, he was scrumptious. So, I was like, no, I'm not going to ask nobody. I'm going to do what I want to do. Do what you want to do, baby. That's what I did. And I got myself in a big ball of mess. That man was just, yeah, he said the right things, did the right things, looked the right way. And people are like, look what God done sent me. No, God didn't send me that. He did not send me that. And I know, because here's the thing. Why is it that I didn't want to ask God for permission? If that was a good thing, it was good at what I liked. See, that was eye candy. Oh my goodness, that was eye candy, you guys. There we go. Guess what? Yeah, some eye candy. Yeah, soldier girl, some good looking eye candy too. Very good looking. I'm talking about, man. The first time I seen him, I said, that's my husband right there. I wasn't lying either. See what I'm saying? I talked that right into existence. That man looked at me and was like, oh yeah? I was like, yeah, you're going to be my husband. He was like, okay, let's see if you're going to make that happen. I ain't going to make it happen. It's going to happen. And it did. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I was going to make it happen because I said it. I wasn't in love. Like I said, eye candy. Did everything, in the bedroom. Great. Just like Tony the Tiger. Great. Boy, I tell you what. But he was married to the world. He was married to the world. So every woman looked at him and he looked at her. They was connecting. Because he had that look. No, I'm not finna talk to y'all. He had that look. You look in his eyes, and he just looks at you and you be like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? And he loved women. Like he said, women, 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 women. He didn't care. He tried to do the right thing, but he could not. Because he loves women. He always been, some men got that look. That, like I said, he walk in the room, women looking at him, trying to get his attention. He would have to look down. Because as soon as they have eye contact, I'm not lying, you guys. I'm not a jealous woman. You know it. You know when your man is looking, trying not to look. When a woman's trying to get their attention and she stare him down until he looks at her. And so she can know if he's interested or if he's going to act a certain way. You guys know it? Y'all know it. I seen it the other day. I was dropping off my car. There was this woman. She was waiting on a ride when I was dropping off my car. So my husband pulled in and he went around the back. I pulled up, got my things out the car, and I was standing there. And he come pick me up. So we getting ready to go out the driveway. And this woman, she looked at him. She didn't care I was in a car or not. It was a Caucasian woman. I'm just telling y'all like it is. She didn't care I was in the car. She looked at my husband like, I don't see you. I don't respect you. I don't owe you nothing. And she looked at him as I'm looking at her. She didn't even see me looking at her. I'm looking at her. And I mean, we driving up to the driveway and she just steady looking. And I mean, she looking like, look at me, look at me, look at me. Have you guys ever, tell me I'm lying, y'all. Y'all acting like I'm telling y'all a lie. Like this ain't never happened to you. The woman just very, very disrespectful. She's like, you gonna look at me. So he looks over there and she puts a little smile. She cracks a little smile, okay? You know what Papa did? Papa didn't crack a smile or nothing. He just turned his head. And he did. Yes, he did. I don't have to tell him anything because he already know. He said he know women like that. I didn't have to say nothing. I just say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. We didn't say anything. So we drove out, and I said, honey, that woman was trying to get your attention. He said, I know. He said, I know. That's what he said. He said, I know. And that was the end of the conversation. I know. He didn't say nothing smart. He didn't say nothing about it. He just said, I know. And he just turned his head. He said, women are like that all the time. He said, they don't care if their wives is with them. They don't care. Y'all can be walking down, getting married. There's a woman trying to give them that eye, like, look at me, smile, wink, stick out your tongue, do something, hump in the air or something, do something, let me know that, you know what I'm saying? They just looking at him, just for that. Girl, let me tell you something. This world is something else. She could watch the menu, but she just can't place an order. But I'm telling you, these women don't care. And then they sit back and be like, oh, I don't want no man. Oh, I'm such. If you're in a patient place right now, good. Ain't nothing like having peace in your life. It ain't nothing like having peace in your life. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while you have it. People sit back talking about, the ones like, I want a man, I want a man. No, be careful what you want. Be careful what you want. Because the whole entire time, that you better hope that person is in sync with you, whether you're around or not. Because I guarantee you, especially there's more women and men in the world. Them men, they don't care what they look like. They can have one eye, and one leg, and 10 eyebrows. A woman still want it. They want money. Sometimes they want it for money. Sometimes they want it for companion. Sometimes they just want one just to say they got one. Or they want one because they don't want you to have one. Because you got one. They ain't gotta want one because they need one. They just want what you got. Oh, why he with her? She ugly. I heard that a lot of times. I even said it when I was younger. I'd be like, what's wrong with him? God, she look like Pippi Longstocking, and he looking all good and stuff, and why you with her? So don't tell me I know I'm telling the truth. SP, you needed to tell her I'm worse. Disrespectful. They give in to the flesh too much. Well, that's because they want to. You can't keep somebody that want to be kept, not kept. Let me tell you, it already started in their heart and their thought. They ain't had to look at nothing. Nobody had to whisper in their ear or anything. It happens as a thought first. That means maybe y'all not connecting, or maybe, you done said something that made that person so angry that now that they thinking that. They may not always thought that. But let me tell you something, when a person commits to you, they ain't trying to get out there and cheat. So people be like, oh, it ain't no accident. No, it's not. But something happened, and you can't just say it's one person. I used to tell people all the time, no, I didn't do nothing in my first marriage. I didn't do anything wrong. No, physically, like that, like cheating, lying, or whatever. But I probably cussed him out a couple of times, took his manhood from him, told him, I wish you would. And I wish you would. And he probably was like, well, you know what I'm saying? He pushed me because he raised his hand like he wanted to do something. I don't think so. Baby. First of all, you're gonna have a big fight on your hand, and you better take me out. I'm not finna accept the whooping. That ain't happening, Captain. Then I am gonna call my brothers, because you know what? That right now, I'm not going to accept that from you. I'm just not going to accept that from you. I'm not going to accept it from nobody. So you can't tell me you love me, but you want to raise your hand. Huh? No, you won't. And so that man thinking, oh, I can't put her in place. I thought I could. I was going to try. And that's why he kind of tried to scare me like that. You didn't scare me. You know, when he did that, you know what? I drew my arm back. I thought I was like Muhammad Ali. I'm serious, you guys. I'm not lying to you. And he looked at me like, I know you not. Yes, I am. You thought I was gonna, you gonna scare me like that? Like you finna slap me or whatever? And you think I wasn't gonna have that's my reaction. See what I'm saying? That's my reaction. My reaction is, I don't respect you enough, especially for number one, you're thinking about putting your hands on me. You're thinking it. So I know you don't respect me. So now, I got to show you. You better bring it, because this is going to be a fight all night long. I guarantee you I'm going to win. I'm going to win, because I can't let you do that. I cannot let you do that. I came too far to let you take me to a place that I have left 10, 20 years ago. And I can't believe that you even thought of it. So now, he's thinking, okay, I can't tell her what to do. And so I know what I'll do. I'll hurt her this way. I'll go to work, find me somebody, and he did. I'll probably, all in one day, I guarantee you it all happened in 1 or 2 days. And have an affair. And come back and smile in her face, because she's still going to be my clown. I'm a clown on her some kind of, if I can't be the man and do what I want to do, and because she, see what she should have did. What she should have did, she should have asked the Lord, was I the one? Since she didn't ask the Lord, was I the one? She allowed the devil to bring her what she wanted. A good-looking man that knows what he, what to do in the bedroom. And not only that, I was gonna be her worst nightmare. She just didn't even know it, because I looked so good. And he knew he looked good. He was fine. So those women coming on to him follow their flash. Yeah, I don't even think, you know what? Like some men I'm attracted to. I'm not attracted to all men for the physical part. I'm not saying my husband's an ugly man. He's not. But I'm just not attracted to him physically, because I never liked it. I really love like dark-skinned men, and he's not really skinny. I mean, he might be dark because he works outside, but he's not really dark-skinned. But physically, I like men with mustache and beard and all of that. And, he can try to keep himself, you can't tell him nothing. He just want to keep it clean or whatever. So, I mean, sometimes I do look at him in a physical way, but not really too often or something. But, so, I may think that, like, there's women that think he's the bomb. I'm just not one of them. Which I'm pretty sure he don't think I'm the bomb either. Half of the time, I got my 4 braids in my hair, looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, you look like Pippi Longstocking, something like that, And he may not be attractive either. Maybe not. I don't know. But sometimes our relationship is not on the physical part. I mean, our relationship is not built on physical. You know what I'm saying? Our relationship is more built on a spiritual level. So that's what keeps us. And anytime when we get into it, where we just want to just be like, okay, I'm just done. He'll say, how can you be done when you know that you asked the Lord about this? And he told you yes. You're right. I can't be done. You know what I'm saying? So, and he'll just always say, one day at a time, we work it out, we work it out, work it out. You know, it's just be crazy stuff when you don't get your way, Stuff like that. I'm just saying, you guys, so, or, you know, things don't work out the way that you think they should work out, or people trying to push you in a way that you don't want to go or something, you gotta sometimes just let people do or say what they want to say, and maybe there's nothing you need to say. Just let them think whatever they want to think. Like most of his family thinks I need to go to Pentecostal church every day, all the time. When they open up the door, so that I mean, they just his family push, 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 push. SP needs to go to church. SP needs to go to church. SP needs to go to church. Why she's not in there? The doors is open. You know what? Corona is still around. COVID is still around. Y'all go all you want. I mean, they're like, you're just making an excuse. And it's a good one. Tell me if that's not a good excuse. It's a good one. Then you know what they talking about? All those vaccines right now? They telling people it ain't working. It didn't do, it's still doing some stuff. Still taking people out. Just because you got a mask on and you done took the shot, you're not exempt from catching it. They're saying people that got the shot is still dying. First thing, and I have to say this, I understand that some people believe that you have to go to a building to be all of this and all of that. I've never thought that. I still don't think that. And this is probably why we're where we're at. To show you guys that think that you're holier than thou is in a building. Because it's not. If you want people to see you dress up or whatever, and you in church every Sunday, so you can say that and all that other stuff, that's great. Because they teach you the same thing day in, day out. You know what? But if you don't leave that church and go home and open up the book, then guess what? You really have to take a look at yourself. You really do. Because if I went to school and the only thing I did is just sit there and listen to the teacher, but I never opened up the book to really understand it, then, oh yeah, you did it once, you did it twice, you did it 3 times or whatever. That's a big book. You need to check to see what that pastor said. Is it right? Is it true? Because it's so funny. Cherie said, not true. It's so funny. When we were growing up, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to get off here. When we was growing up, I've heard Creflo Dollar. I heard all of these other people, T.D. Jakes. I'm just naming off some. What's them women that preaches on TV and stuff, you guys? Name these preachers that preaches on TV, because I guarantee you all of them's going to fit in this bucket. But, you know, what's that? There's this Asian guy. I can't remember what his name was. Price. There was a Price. There's a Pastor Price. All of these people, they have taught from a majority of a lot of people in front of them. They have taught them. I don't know nothing about no Colin Powell. And sometimes they have gotten it wrong. Maybe because they stepped out on, they went, maybe, the Pattersons, yep, the Pattersons. Maybe, I don't know why, maybe they were in sin of their own, or maybe, they were, like, did it for, the tithes or offerings and monies or something, or fame or fortune or whatever. They have a big following, so they just, but I mean, and I'm not saying, because, when people be like, they're preaching, you're supposed to preach when you get a word from the Lord. You get a word from the Lord. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, so the Lord speaks to you every day, T.D. Jakes? I just wonder about that. I'm not saying nothing bad about T.D. Jakes. I love T.D. Jakes. Matter of fact, every time when I go down to Texas, I go. You guys. You want to see me? You see me at the Potter's house. That's where I go. But I just wonder, because He talks to you every day. Or maybe you just get a better understanding or something. I don't know. But, I mean, sometimes I be like, God, the Lord talk to you a lot. And I be talking to him, and sometimes I don't hear nothing. I may not hear nothing almost all year. They be like, "Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do that." I'm gonna tell you something though. Let me finish what I was talking to you guys about. So we had to go to a counselor to this other church, and it's a Pentecostal church. It's a smaller church. It was the first church that is actually called First Church, but it's the first church that my husband went to. So we go to another church, but I'm not going to say that name. But so we went to that pastor, which was his old pastor, and he gave us counseling because you can't just marry them, guys. I'm just telling you guys what I had to go through to marry my husband. You just can't marry them. They have to. They have to. They have to give you permission to marry that woman. It's crazy. It's crazy. And we went to this pastor, and he counseled us, and he gave us, here, hey, Malcolm, what's going on? What are you doing? You want to eat? What's going on? Colin Powell worked in the White House for some years, and he had the COVID shot and still died. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, last week? His funeral is today. Oh, my goodness, I didn't know Colin Powell died. No, I don't believe God speaks to anyone every day. I think he studies and make it plain. Yeah. Oh yeah, the way that he brings it into, the scripture. He just don't come boom boom boom. I mean, you may be thinking that man's gonna go one other place and then he goes somewhere other. You be like, how did he get 2 plus 2 is 8, and it fit out because you don't even see it coming most of the time. That's why I like to listen to him. And but like I said, in every pastor or something that I have heard, they have said something that did not match up. You know what I mean? They did not match up. Like, say for instance, the one I can really remember is TD got that from his mama. Oh, okay. The one person I remember is Clefo Dollar. I remember one day I was listening to him because I would listen to his messages in the mornings, and he said that God wasn't. I mean, he said this years back, but he said he's done changed now and says now, such such such. But I remember him saying God was not in control of everything. He said he's not. He says if that was not true, he said if that was true, then why do we this and why do we that? And I said, hey, hold up, you teaching me wrong now. You know what I'm saying? You teaching me wrong. Why? And I thought to myself, why did he say that? Why is he saying that? I was like, this man, I mean, once he said that, I was done listening to him. I don't listen to him anymore. Now, he just could have had a bad day off or whatever. But, plus he studied more than me. Yeah, he does study more than you. He studies probably more than everybody. But he gets a really good understanding. That's good. That's good. Yep. That's wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I mean, once he said that, it kind of just took me like, you know what? I can't hear no more of what he says about, because I know that he's in control. He may allow it to happen, but he's in control. So don't tell me that he's not in control. He's in control at all times. I mean, I know that. A kid knows that. Or do we not? Do we or do we not? People be like, well, the devil walks around. Yeah, but he's got control of that. He got control of it. Even if this is the time that the devil can, roam, searching to and fro wherever, looking for, a space, or someone, a soul that he can devour or whatever. God's still in control of it. He's very in control. He'll let things happen, allow things to happen or whatever. We seen that in the Job thing. But you ain't gonna do no more than what he tells you you're gonna do or allows you gonna do. So, like, I don't know, you guys. I just believe that, we gotta keep him first. And I think we go through so much, we just don't really understand his power and how much he controls. And how much he can control. Like right now, the wind is blowing. God told it to blow. It didn't blow because it's there. That would be scientific that there's a reason. No, it blew because he told it to blow. You woke up because guess what? He allowed you to wake up. You can't do nothing without him. He knows everything. You be like, okay, tell me what I'm thinking. And he says 10, 12, 14, 18, your kids, your house, your car, your husband, your wife, your dog, your cousin, your neighbor. And you be sitting there, okay, now, now, now. And then you're like, I didn't think that, and then you just think it. Yeah. Because guess what? Because here's the thing, you guys. And this is all I'm saying. If he's, and this is what people don't understand. Now, I know you guys understand it, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, if I wrote a book and I wrote the beginning and I wrote it all the way to the end, wouldn't I know everything in the middle? Wouldn't I know that book? Especially I wrote the book. He said he's the beginning and he's the end. So didn't he write the book to do what he wanted it to do? So when we go running, talking about, Lord, activate. I need you now. And you don't see him coming running. He ain't got to come in running. He wrote the book. He wrote life. Everything that goes on, he already knows. He already knows. Yep, Eddie Long, yep. Yes, he's still a man, exactly. Yes, sir. But you know what I'm saying? So people be like, oh, Lord, my kid didn't come home. Oh, Lord, please help me. Oh, I'm on my knees. You can make it work, Lord. You can make it work. And, only thing I was saying on the other thing, like Mary and Martha and them, they go running to him saying, hey, Lord, had you had to come, when we called you, our brother would still be alive. Why you got to run and come? I ain't got to run and come. What are you talking about? I'm life. And, shoot, he been dead for a couple of days. Matter of fact, they said he was stinking. He was dead. You know how the dead stink. They didn't say he stunk. They said he was stinking, y'all. They said he was stinking. He was dead. He came and he was like, oh, he was asleep. He was already wrapped up and dead and everything. Because if he would have came in a rush, they would have said he really wasn't dead. That's what they would have said. He really wasn't dead. God, Jesus kept on doing what he's gonna do. And I mean, he just kept on visiting, doing little things over here, miracles over there. He went over here, did some miracles over there. And then after the week was over, he was like, okay, let's go visit our friend Lazarus. Come on, y'all. And then everybody came in and they was like, but if you would have came, he was like, oh, he been dead. Go look how long he was dead. He was dead more than 3-4 days. He was dead, y'all. Stinking. They said stinking dead. Exactly. He's not writing as we go. He's not writing it. Oh, let me erase that. Let me see. SV needs some help right now. Activate. No, he already got it. That's what I'm saying. He already know what you're going to do. He already know what you're thinking. He knows when you when you give it to him and you give him that faith. See, let me tell you something. They said the prophet has no honor in his own home. You know why? Because people didn't believe Jesus was Jesus because he was born to a carpenter. You know what I'm saying? He's like, isn't that Jesus kid with his father carpenter? He going around talking about he's a son of God. Oh my goodness. can do all of that stuff. But then, you know, something that when we don't doubt and we wonder why certain things happen to certain people, because they taking that doubt out of their life. They really taking the doubt out. You may think you got the doubt out, but really, really, if you pay attention to yourself, you got some doubt. You got some doubt. You got some hurt and you got some doubt. Because once you take all the doubt out and you just stand on God's in control. God's got this. I don't have to worry about it. You know, whether what it looks like. I don't care. I don't care. I can't even hear that. I can't accept that. I don't care what you think and what you do. And I might be still over here crying because I don't have my child. I might be still over here crying because I lost my job, or I lost my husband, or I lost my car, or, you know, my neighbor burnt down my house, or, you know, my kids did not come home, or my brother passed away. I'm still hurting, but I know God is so good that he done took care of it. And I'm not going to worry about that because God's like this. Let me stay with him. He's, you know, he said he's just and he's good. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be right. I trust him. And I don't know why my car got stolen. I don't know why my child didn't wake up. But I still trust God. I still trust him. And he's going to make it right. Whether it's here or in the after. He's going to make it right. He's going to make it right. And I love him and I trust him, and that's all I got to say. And I ain't gotta explain it really. Ain't nobody gotta understand it really. It is what it is. All right, you guys. Have a good day. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys later on at 5 p.m. Central Time. Bye.